Hello, everyone. How are you doing? It is a good night. It is. It is. And it's interesting. Today, I've been thinking about something that my dad used to say a lot. And he used to say, it's a good day to die. And and he not only said it was a good day to die, um, but there was some kind of sense of urgency in that let us know to appreciate every moment, like that we need to appreciate every moment of our lives and all of the people in our lives. And there's this little quote that I've heard, which is unspoken gratitude doesn't do anyone any good. And so, I like to think about like those two things together, like it's a good day to die, and what am I grateful for about life. And I remember being, as I got older, I thought, wow, well, it's not only a good day to die, it's also a good day to live. And I thought, oh, yeah, it's definitely a good day to live. And then later on in my life, I met my beautiful, amazing teacher, Angela Sarian, and she let me know about this uh, experience of it's a good day to fly. And I was like, oh, it's a good day to fly. That sounds really interesting to me. And so I was thinking about, oh, well, it's a good day to die and it's a good day to fly. And so, what is it that I need to let go of in my nature? Or what is it that I need to release in my nature? Is there something that is no longer serving me? Is there something that is not helping me or my loved ones, my family, my friends? Are there attitudes that I carry, experiences that I carry that are just no longer helpful and no longer of service to me and to my life? And so, then we can say, oh, well, it's a good day to die to those things, or that those things can die in my nature. And then it's a good day to fly with the things that are beautiful in our nature and that we love in our nature and that are gifts and blessings in our nature. And so, what are the things that I'm really being called to let go of from who I am? And it's interesting, there's a ceremony that we do in the summer, and in that ceremony, the call in the morning is hoka hey, it's a good day to die, get your booties out there. It's fine, just do what you have to do, deliver to life itself, deliver your prayer, deliver your gifts, deliver your talents. And sometimes we don't even really know what we're giving, like we're giving something, and it's just blessing and benefiting people so much, and we don't even know, right? um I remember when, I don't know, I think I was like in my early 30s, I think, and I was at a club dancing with some friends, and this young man came up to me, and he was like, Shar, do you remember me? And I was like, I don't think that I do. And that it was someone from when I was much, much younger. His name was Michael. Um and he said, well, don't you remember that you wrote me this poem? And out of his wallet, he pulled this poem, and it was practically disintegrating. And I guess I'd written it when we had been at, I don't know where we were, but we had met earlier, and when we were younger, and I had just written this poem. And when I was thinking about him, and he said that poem had saved his life. And I was like, gosh, wow, like unknown to me. I had no clue. I didn't remember him because we hadn't been particularly close. We had met maybe a few times, we were acquaintances. Um, but I knew that I loved him. And I knew that, in that moment, I was expressing my love through the writing of this poem. And it was kind of like, I guess, a little message for him. Uh, and I think that's important. Like, I think one of the things that we do sometimes is we hold back our love. We don't express it. We don't like, we'll have this almost like this, like, uh, experience where we almost just want to express or to give it or to share something important or to open our hearts in a particular way or exclaim something or say something. And then we don't do it, and then an opportunity to share our love, we lose an opportunity to share our love. And so I think that's interesting that, and there's so much to love. Like, oh my gosh, there's so much to love. And what gets in the way of that is like our fear and our worry and kind of our inability to trust life, to recognize that, oh, it's a good day to fly with love. Every day is a good day to fly with love. And can I fly with love, my love into the world? And can I deliver something? And do I have the courage? I really honestly don't know how I got the courage to give this person that I didn't know very well, a poem, but and to write it from my heart. But things like that do take courage. Like they take a certain degree, a certain amount of courage. And so, when I'm thinking about it's a good day to die, and it's a good day to fly, what is it that I want to deliver? How can I deliver my love into the world? And then what's not easy is to be, Brenna Davis, the amazing Brenna Davis, coined this otonato, so open to the outcome, not attached to the outcome, which is from Angelus Arian. And she just thought of this really great, like, mnemonic device that helps us to remember it, which is otonato. And so then what we get to do is we get to be open to the outcome and not attached to the outcome. And it's not easy to be open to the outcome and not attached to the outcome. Like, we have ideas about how we want things to turn out and how we want things to be. But can we give our love away, and can we open to life, and can we surrender to that, knowing that, I just want to die to all the stupid ass things that tell me it's not okay to express who I am and what I feel. And so on that note, I want to share a couple of different things. When it comes to death and letting go, like to die to something, I think of the Atlas moth. And right, Saffron agrees. And I think of the Atlas moth, and the Atlas moth is this amazing being, and I became really mesmerized by the Atlas moth about 3 years ago, and just couldn't learn enough about it. And so this is from Honey Collections, which is my latest poetry book, and this poem is called Atlas Moth. A 7-day life, but moments before eclosing, 21 days of decadence, a swirling of green, saffron soft like snow over tiny body, but born this way, life in cadmium hue. This microcosm of crushing color is not an awareness of life, but our own wings and death, which lie in every motion, as though our soul is a moth with feathered antennae that feel what is coming and maybe dying its whole life. Leaf after leaf, petal after petal, this nighttime journey, a jubilant whisper to everything in its entirety, comes from the luminescent otherworld, swirling like cosmos in chrysalis, like anything that yearns to pollinate but doesn't yet know what that is. For the arches of life it is leaving behind when it finds its freedom from the burdens of existence and begins to float in one seamless exhalation over the threshold of the sky. Where life and death meet in their final enclosure, the Atlas moth can see the curve of the world. As it lets go of the darkness, the light it has been gathering into its body through the tunnels of citrus, privet, and cinnamon trees of heaven. The forewing pressing against the back wing. Celestial navigation, urging the soft, scaled body onward. With nothing to say, nothing new to take inside, but the apex tilts upward. Of course now, the reflections could be lost in the fist of shadow, But here we lift toward the sun, which is hidden from view and can only be seen in the stars. 4 to 7 days of life and perfect stillness, gathering luminescence, gathering luminescence. And when darkness comes, dancing, lilting, lifting towards death as though it is meant to be. As though it is meant to be. 4 to 7 days of life in perfect stillness, gathering luminescence. And when darkness comes, dancing, lilting, lifting towards death as though it is meant to be. Atlas Moth from Honey Collections. And so this is, I think, a lot of my fascination with this being comes from its size, but also that it is a moth that has no mouth. And once it becomes a moth, it doesn't eat anymore. It no longer eats. And uh, it eats only during the larval stage, and it eats, I think, for like 21 days. And then it lives for 4 to 7 days. 4 to 7 days. And I've seen them in Bali, but the first time that I saw them in the butterfly house at the Science Center. And I just became so mesmerized with them that I needed to spend some time with them. And I just thought about, wow, what if I only had 4 to 7 days of life? Like, and that was what had been chosen for me, not through my own choice, but that were my entire life. What would those 7 days be? What would those 7 days be? Have a really beautiful week, and I will look forward to seeing you. We'll be shifting these to Tuesday nights at 6. So I will see you Tuesday. I look forward to it. Have a beautiful week. Bye-bye.